Mr. Ziker, what day was your car towed?
The car was towed on June 6, 2026.
Mr. Manning, is there any dispute here?
Your Honor, in the CC&Rs, it does provide, it's section 4.27 of the CC&Rs of Bolden Creek. It does provide that the private streets, they are private streets, they're not public. And it also does, we did have tow-away signs, and the car was parked there for quite a long time, and we did post a parking sign or to move the car sign on the window of the car. And I think it was parked there for about a month. And so we do dispute that it was a public street and that it was improperly towed. However, we understand that this is kind of a de minimis amount of money. And rather than moving forward with further litigation than this, we'd like to entertain these settlements, but that's where we are.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ziker, where was your car parked on June 6th?
Judge, so I did submit a number of different exhibits. I'd just like to see if the court is, if that's visible to the court. So as I explain the exhibits.
Just tell me where you were parked. Were you in a street, in a
Okay.
parking lot, garage?
I was on the public roadway
You were parked
on the east side. Yeah, I
Okay.
was on the public roadway on the east side of South 2nd Street, right? Right in front of 909 and 911 South 2nd Street. So 900 South 2nd Street, the condominium community is on the west side of South 2nd Street. I was on the east side of South 2nd Street. And those are completely different properties. The tow sheet indicates that they towed me from 900 South 2nd Street, Bolden Creek condos. I was not on their parking facility. I was not on any of their private property. And I was not blocking any driveways or drive aisles. And I have the exhibits to show. I did take photographs at the time I parked because I would just return from the HEB grocery store, which I attached an exhibit for my grocery receipt with the date and timestamp.
Okay. Let me show some photos.
Sorry.
I know, I appreciate it. I'd rather you be more prepared than underprepared, right? Okay. Mr. Ziker, I'm looking. Can you see my screen? I'm sharing a photo.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Did you take the photo that I'm looking at?
Yes, Judge. I took it on my iPhone.
All right. And is this your car?
Yes, Judge.
Was this before or after your car was towed?
That was before my car was towed. That
I
was the place that I parked.
Just I'm not trying to trick you up. Okay. Now, why did you take a picture of your car before you, like, what was the reason you took a picture of your car?
To document the fact that I was parked on the public roadway.
Were you worried about being towed?
Well, I did submit another exhibit. I believe it was approximately May 21st that an orange sticker was placed on my car. But because I'm familiar with this street, it being South 2nd Street, a public road, I live at 900 South 1st Street, which is a condominium complex just to the north of this vehicle location where I park. Yes, in the background there. So I'm familiar that this is a public street. I've attached the,
Mr.
I've
Ziker,
attached, yeah.
Mr. Ziker,
Yes, ma'am.
these are not photos of your car the day it was towed. These say June 2nd.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. So
these are photos you took of your car completely unrelated to being towed.
these are when I parked my vehicle on June 2nd, I took these photos and the vehicle remained parked there until it was towed on June 6th. So it remained parked in this location. Is that to clarify?
Yeah. These photos are from 4 days before your car was towed. They are not taken within an hour or so of being towed. These were taken 4 days prior.
Yes, ma'am. On June, yes, Judge, on June 2nd, because I didn't move the car.
On June 2nd, you parked your car here and you did not move it and it was towed on June 6th. Is that your testimony?
Yes.
Okay. And this is exactly how you left your car.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are
Parked here. All right. Mr. Manning, any objection to these being photos of where the vehicle was parked at the time it was towed?
No, Your Honor, no objection. I do have a few dates. Reliant Towing Company did tag the car on May 22nd with a notice that it would be towed 2 weeks later.
All right, Mr. Manning, we'll get to the defense side. I'm just asking if sometimes I've had the plaintiff say, no, that's not at all where the car was towed, and then show me a different photo. You've looked at the photos of the tow. This appears to be where the car was parked when it was towed?
No objection.
Cool. Okay. Photos from the plaintiff. Good. You parked your car, you left it there. When did you discover your car was towed, Mr. Ziker?
On June 6th.
And how did you find that out?
Um, I have a air tag in my car, and I sporadically check it throughout the day, and I saw it moving southbound. And then I called the Austin PD, and they informed me that it was taken to a tow yard,
Okay.
to the Reliant Towing.
Prior to your car being towed on June 6th, had you received any warnings of any type related to you parking your vehicle?
Yes, Judge. I attached the exhibit of the orange sticker that was placed on my car.
When was that
Um,
sticker discovered?
I believe it was May 21st.
Is that when you
Um,
found out or when it was placed?
Yeah, that's when I went out and found it on my car. And I would like to just mention a couple things about the sticker, if that's okay, Judge. On the,
Mr. Ziker, before we get into that, after you found your car with the orange sticker, did you move your car?
between May 21st, yeah, because I went to the grocery store on June 2nd.
Cool.
So,
So
and
as you
multiple
testified
times before
earlier, in
that.
the photo you showed me, you drove your car and parked it on June 2nd in that spot and then didn't move it until it was towed.
Yes,
So anything that came from before that, kind of irrelevant because you'd already moved the car.
correct. Yeah,
Cool, then we can move along.
correct.
I'm not worried about the orange
Mhm.
sticker.
Okay.
Between June 2nd and June 6th, had you been given any notice whatsoever that your car was going to be towed?
Between June 2nd and June
Yeah.
6th.
The date of the photo you showed me, you showed up, you parked your car. Did you
Mhm.
receive any notice after you parked your car before you discovered the AirTag moving that your car was in danger of being towed?
No, Judge.
Have you gone back and inspected the location where you'd parked?
Yes, Judge, after being towed, I returned to South Second Street and I took additional photographs of the street, a wider view of the street, as well as the entrance of 900 South Second Street, which is the Bolden Court condominiums, and I supplied exhibits
Okay.
of
What
that.
day were those
And
photos taken?
I'm sorry, Judge, what was that?
What day did you take that second set of photos?
On June 6th.
June
The
6th. So
same
the
day that it
same
was
day you
towed, I
were
just
towed?
returned. Yeah, I returned right after picking up my car from the tow yard.
All right, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Photos after tow. I see those are labeled as such. Okay. I'm going to share my screen now. All right, Mr. Ziker, do you recognize this photo?
Yes, Judge. Yeah.
Are these photos that you took on June 6th?
Yes. Those are the after tow photos. And I
This is
wanted to
after?
highlight, yes, Judge, that's after, because I was just trying to highlight the placement of driveways, the edge of the roadway, the encroachment of the grasses and dirt and debris on the eastern side of the road. That's the west side of the roadway. Yeah, so that's the entrance on the west side of the roadway with the fire lane and the arrow pointing inward. And there's actually a one-way sign. It's not facing the camera here, but on additional photos, it shows it, where they only expect cars to go inbound on that particular entrance right there.
Okay, Mr. Manning, any objection to these photos? The inaccurate photos of where the car was parked?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Mr. Ziker, what did it cost you to get your car back?
I paid cash for the tow, and it was $321.45 at Reliant Towing.
I see that. All right. Yeah, okay. All right. Mr. Manning, what information would you like to show?
Your Honor, as I stated earlier, Reliant Towing did place a sticker on Mr. Ziker's car on May 22nd. The next
moved
day,
it.
he moved it. And the association does maintain that the place where Mr. Ziker parked.
Do you have any proof? I appreciate what you're saying. Association believes it's their private property. Do you have proof of that? Can you show me a deed that says this land is included on their land? Because it looks like a public street to me and there's absolutely no signage whatsoever around there.
Your Honor, I do not.
Okay, judgment for plaintiff, cost of court and 321 for your tow fee. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank y'all very much. Mr. Ziker, be
Thank you,
careful out
Judge.
there. Mr. Manning, I understand it's all development. Life's good. Y'all have a nice afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank y'all
Thank
very
you,
much.
Judge.
We'll go to the next one.
Someone just entered the waiting room, Judge.
Oh, wonderful. Let's see who this is. Good morning, I'm Judge Holmes. If you're Mr. Schroeder, or if you're appearing and your name is Mark Schroeder, please unmute and announce present. Good morning, sir. You'll need to press *6 on your phone.
Yeah, sorry, it took me a second, Your Honor.
Oh, you're
Yes, I'm Mark Schroeder with Reliant Towing.
All right, what case are you here for, sir?
Matt Zucker.
Well, we just finished that case. Mr. Schroeder, I appreciate it. We literally just finished it. We began at 10:30.
10:30. It said 11.
10:30. Yeah. We literally just started. Mr. Schroeder, you're fine. Mr. Manning appeared on behalf of the complex.
Yeah, I'm looking at I'm looking at my hearing notice right now, and it said 6:24 at 11 a.m. If I knew how to share my screen, I could do that.
Sir,
But
you are absolutely correct. Stephanie?
I am looking at that, Judge.
well, let me ask you this: did Bolden Court win?
No, it was a public street. There was no towing signs. We didn't have any proof. Mr. Manning pretty much conceded that they didn't have any proof it was their land, that it was, I said, if it's a public street, if it's a private property, show me a deed. And he goes, yeah, we don't have that. I said, cool, judgment for plaintiff. Pretty easy. There's no signage.
All we had was an email from them stating that it's their property and
Absolutely. I totally believe that. And there may be a real dispute with the owner about what that land is theirs or not, but without like the deed that shows it's part of their land, it looks like a public road and there's no signage. But what y'all did, you're following what y'all were told to do, right? What I'd say is there might be a real confusion with the owner about whether that street is private or public. Part of the way it looks though, it looks public and there's no signage whatsoever around it.
That's above my pay grade.
Yeah, you're great, Mr. Schroeder. And I appreciate you drawing the attention to it though. I want to make certain that we're clear about that because we set our docket at 10:30 and we have 3 cases at different times. We believed yours case was at 10:30 and that is the mistake of the court. So I apologize for that.
Well, it was found against Bolden Court, not Reliant Towing.
It is. The case was filed against WRMC or Bolden Court. It was not against Reliant.
Well, this was on them, so that's good enough for me. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Schroeder. Have a good morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.